mail came na for Women's Day. So fake calls were constantly coming. So I was like, this was also fake, but let's try. Let's not just leave the opportunity. I should try it because randomly mails were there. So I thought, and then when I actually appeared in the test and things worked out, so I said, oh, like, okay, nice. This is nice.
So hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we will be sharing a very special story of Kirti Dubey. Kirti was among the few girls shortlisted in our Women's Day national event where we conducted an online assessment and selected few girls to sit in on our upcoming exclusive drives. And after only a month of placement prep with us and interview rounds, she recently got placed as a front-end developer at Delta Tech Corporation. So let's talk to her and get to know her story. Hi Kirti, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. And how are you?
I am also good. So please tell me a little about yourself. आपने graduation में क्या किया है and what was your journey of studying?
So actually, I have done my graduation in computer applications. So it was probably the bachelor in computer applications, and I was also doing masters in the same thing. So I have like bachelor's and masters both in computer application, and then I also have like 1.5 years of experience as a software developer. So I was working in Fortinet technologies, and then there was some certain career gaps where I was trying to find some new opportunities for myself, and then I came into this Women's Day wala program wherein I was like given the link to attend the exam, and then it was shortlisted. I don't know how, but I actually ended up shortlisting in that exam, and then it came like suddenly one day Abhay called me and said, okay, you have been shortlisted, and we are actually what would you say that organizing an interview kind of thing. This is the company, you can JDs and all he provided. So that's how I ended up now where I'm working in Delta Tech. So yes, that was very nice, and I think just because of this, like the program we launched for this Women's Day, just because of that, I was able to make through this. So that was the
right. I mean, that's amazing. I personally speaking, I love when women take strides in tech industry because that industry is so heavily dominated by males, right? So it just feels a personal win for me when women, take strides in the industry. Right.
Yes.
Right. So Kirti, how did you develop your interest into coding? Because I can see you have pursued a very, straight career into computer applications. So what made you, what sparked that interest in coding?
Sparked, I must say, I was trying to escape this physics wala thing. Like I had a great fear in physics, so I ended up thinking of filtering the bachelors in which physics should not be a subject. So that's how I ended up BCA as my main purpose. So let's try BCA. It's anyways new for me. Earlier interest, there was no as such major interest in coding. Just the escape of physics came into picture of BCA, and then initially I started learning coding. Coding was still like a boring thing for me, and then Corona happened. Days were there, and this IT industry boomed like anything. So then it started developing interest in me that we should start coding, and then yes, similarly coding was like now the main agenda. So that's how I planned to do masters. Yes.
Right. So what's the best part about your coding journey? Like since you said that later you develop interest in coding, so like what is your primary focus? Front end, back end, algorithms?
So my primarily focus was totally on front end. So it was nice I started making normal projects. So just a printf hello world wala thing was okay, that was cool, but at least making an input box or something, like some interactive things, like even if I'm clicking a button, it should open something. So that's how I thought, oh, it's interactive, it's like a bit interesting thing that we can do with coding. So that's how I started in front end only. So yes, that's how it was.
Right. So what was the most, I would say the proudest moment till here, like when you felt like, okay, now I have achieved something. It was a learning journey, and then it suddenly struck that, okay, I can do stuff. I can make websites. So what was that hitting moment for you?
So that hitting moment was the last year of my bachelor's, so where we are asked to do some projects, and everybody was started like outsourcing projects and this that, because nobody actually codes in the last time now. So I was like, okay. And when I started thinking of outsourcing, I was hearing the prices were random prices. They are saying 10,000, 12,000 only just for one project. So I thought let's why not we start doing things. If we are stuck somewhere, maybe we'll figure out how things go. So YouTube sessions, like for 3 to 4 months, I started like researching about what projects we should make and this that, and then finally I ended up making a project all by myself. So that was like, now something I can do. Okay, front end is my main goal. So that was the main, we should say, kick was there.
I think that's the realizing moment that, okay.
Exactly. So that was how the front end was like fully like, then I had to go in front end for all languages I should know. Something I was like, all languages I was trying to figure out which language you should start. Now all the languages of front end I should be like expert on that, like that, and started.
Right. So you must have made a lot of projects in your journey so far, like in your masters and then gap year. So which one is your most favorite project that you have made so far?
So far was my it was like a group project. So we were like making the project for around, it was a project of maybe 1 month, but it took to us 4 months it took to build, because there were some, like, the codes were not running, errors were there. So we were like, no, let's not do that, and then let's switch something else. So online voting system was one thing where we had like done everything possible, like full jugaad wala moment, how we can make this project at least like show, like we can at least display that project that we have made. Like 4 people are there in the project and still not working, so that's not cool. So that's how we started, and it worked nicely at the end. So yes.
Right. So Kirti, you mentioned that you had a gap year after your first experience in corporate world, right, after working. So why was that gap year?
It was not a year. Okay. Just 3 to 4 months of gap, where I was trying to figure out like I should switch to new stack, or I should continue learning the current one only, because the market scenarios, as I told you, that they were like fully blown up. And that very moment I was like, I have resigned from my current company. So I was like randomly applying to LinkedIn, Naukri.com, and whatnot. Like what not platforms have I not signed up? I must tell you that I was thinking that this the mail came na for Women's Day, so fake calls were constantly coming. So I was like, this was also fake, but let's try. Let's not just leave the opportunity. I should try it, because randomly mails were there. So I thought, and then when I actually appeared in the test and things worked out, so I said, oh, like, okay, nice. This is nice. It happened like that.
Not everything is scam.
Not really scam, because it was like people were like they are asking me this, which company you want, you tell me, I'll give you this opportunity. So I was like, what, man, the market scenario is somewhere here, and how are you giving me randomly some names of company, I'll give you job here, there. It's like fully scam. So that's how I was like, my trust was getting like, no, I have to, something else should work, and then this worked. So I was very surprised and still very thankful for that.
Right. So after you got the conviction that, okay, this is a real thing, real and legit thing, and the drive started happening, you started appearing for interviews. How was the journey after that? Like, how many interview rounds happened, and what was all the things that you must have encountered as challenges during that process?
So initially I was not told that how many rounds of interview will be there. So I was like, I thought of, okay, like normally it has 3 to 2 rounds, and in that they'll finally decide. So here it happened for 4 rounds. So initially the first round was I must say that it was like a screening round only. So there the basic technologies, like whatever I have worked on, they asked me the basic theories of how things work, and how it's all on Angular. So the basics of Angular fully. So that was quite well, and in that also I was not able to answer 2 most important questions, but apart from that I covered it all. So I was like, no, this will not happen. Again, 2 questions, I lost it. No, I will not go to next round. But then again, some magic, I don't know. I went to the next round, and then in that round, it was like they made me work on algorithms, DS algorithms. So I was prepared for that. So algos, and they also asked me to tell all the challenges I have faced in my current company while working. So therein he asked me, and the third interview was only algorithms. Second, I told you, and the fourth one was very like I thought it was quite tough, because they asked me to actually draw like with codepen.io. They asked me to draw what the structure looks like and how you integrated things and how the challenges you faced, wherein you added, like it was they get into the depth of everything, the challenges, not only the challenges but the tech stacks, I must say. So that was very interesting. There I thought of, oh, I can face these types of things too. that was the area I explored about myself too then. So it was overall very nice. And I must say that Abhay was the one whom I used to contact, and he was very helpful. He used to, after each round, I used to call him and tell him these things happened, this. So he was like managing it very nicely. So yes, it happened then.
That's really nice to hear, Kirti. And I'm actually really happy that you had the leap of faith, you took it, and you actually appeared for the test that was sent to you on email, and then everything worked out completely in sync with the universe, I would say.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes, correct.
So, Kirti, before we wrap up this interview that we're having, I would like to ask you if you were to give one tip or one suggestion to all the girls looking out to take their first leap of faith into tech industry, or girls who are still looking out for their perfect man, like what would your advice be?
So I must say that you have to keep the faith. Like I also lost in between, but I still like faith is very necessary, because there are people, like there are huge crowd who are in there, like they want to somehow get into it. But I think that the crowd for serious people, like who have faith and seriousness to their work, is still less. So still there is chance, like still you can, if you are very much like confident and you are like, okay, you can do it, you have faith, you can bring it up. So yeah, definitely you must try, like women should.
That's nice. I'm all in for women power and tech. Right.
Yes.
Perfect. So, Kirti, before we wrap up, I'd like to just ask you. So, there are a lot of people who come from non-tech backgrounds. Since you are already somebody who had the privilege to go into tech background and then pursue the career from the get-go of your education. But there might be some students, where there might be girls out there who are from non-tech background and they are still willing to look out for this career opportunity, because like not a lot of people had the vision in their graduation when they were selecting their degrees to study, right? So, what would your, I would say, guiding light or North Star would be for those people who are still a little confused, or like you're stuck in a fog of confusion?
I would definitely suggest they should not hinder around, or at least they should research, and like these boot camps are already there. They are there to help us. Actually, they are like the perfect guidance for us. They'll have everything, the course structure. They'll tell us that whatever they'll make us do, and all the projects they'll help us. And then they are bringing like the major thing is that they are bringing companies to us. They'll first train us, and then we'll be like, we don't have to go and again that job hunt all the thing is already cut off. You only have to focus on one thing, study. So why not? This is the very nice thing.
Right. So yeah, thank you so much, Kirti, for being with us here today and for sharing your story and your journey. And it was entirely inspirational, I would say. And I'm sure that the people who are watching it, especially the girls who are watching it, are thoroughly inspired and would be having the hope and faith to keep going and keep looking out. Yes, keep the faith with them. Right. So thank you so much, Kirti, for sharing your story with us. Hi guys, I hope you were inspired by Kirti's journey and enjoyed this video. We at AccioJob are proud to see and support women to start and grow in their tech careers. So if you want to learn coding, get into data science, or start your cybersecurity career, click on the link in the description. It will take you to our main website where you can explore all our course offerings and talk to our counselors. If you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon to always stay updated.